Hello everyone, thank you for being patient with me. I know I haven't been posting for a while. I was on my little mini sabbatical and it was needed. And this reading is a bonus reading, but I will be doing individual zodiac reading. For now, this is a bonus. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell on to notify you when my new readings are up. And please don't forget to share and like. This reading is about self-improvement. It's not your typical normal reading as what you see mostly on YouTube. Mine is different and unique. It's about going within, but even though I will be doing a normal reading this month for each and every one of the zodiac, this reading is about going within, and it's about consciousness, your conscious level on the outer world, and how you can be the best version of yourself and to make healthy choices on the conscious level to lessen the stress level in your everyday life. This reading is for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter. I do have 4 different cards here. Your first card is actually your higher self's message. Your second card is your magnetic field. Your third card is what I call the quest door, also known as your mission door. And your fourth card is your animal spirit that will help you along the way. All right? Let's get started with your first card. The first card is enlightenment. This card is coming from your higher self, and it's the 9 of water. Your higher self wants to embrace an open heart and allow the love to transform and heal your emotional pain and turn it into knowledge that sets you free. Your past experiences, good or bad, leave an emotional imprint. Remember, joy and love can inspire a sense of well-being. A happy memory created a feeling within that curves the lip and makes you smile or laugh, while a bad memory can cause tears and open old wounds you thought were healed and forgotten long ago. Your emotion can lift you as high as the stars or plummet you into an abyss of despair, and yet all too often you do not know or understand why you feel and react as you do. This is an emotional imprinting at work, and through it you can do and bind yourself emotionally to the past. In the present, these imprints become triggers that have you reacting on almost purely emotional level. If your mind was a bank in which you could choose, what memories would you save? Well, I can tell you that majority of us would save only the memories that would make them smile, while discarding those that makes them cry. There would be so many smiling people in the world if you could choose to only keep the memories that would make you smile. Unfortunately, you have no choice, but what you do have is the choice to recognize your emotional triggers so that bad memories or those weighty emotions have less influence upon you. By shining a light on the source of the emotional pain and then accepting that moment that caused it over and cannot be changed or undone, you need to take the first step to freeing yourself from the emotional hooks that binds you to the past. Recognize how you feel and react when calling that moment or experiencing one like it. It's the next step towards emotional awareness. Finally, in being mindful and learning not to react when emotional trigger is squeezed, you reach emotional enlightenment, a state when you are no longer shackled. Eventually, there is a time when you no longer have to be mindful because the memory no longer has any influence. The hurt has healed and you have transcended. Drawing this card isn't easy because emotional enlightenment is not a gentle process. It involves going through your memories, revisiting the old hurts, seeing them and accepting them for what they are, letting go of harmful and destructive beliefs, and then freeing yourselves of the burden of their emotional weight. It takes time and practice, and at the beginning of the process you can be more reactive than usual. It's like trying to run up a muddy, slippery slope. You loosen your footing, fall, and slip backwards. For some of you, the process is simply too difficult, and for the group of you, you resist, wondering why anyone would consciously choose to explore and relive their deepest, most painful memories. It's like choosing to cut open old scars to make them wounds all over again. The reality is that they are correct. It is cutting an open scar, but aggressive measures are needed if a cancer grows beneath that scar tissue. If the past memories are making you emotional, reactive in a way that is counterproductive in the now, then there is a cancer present. You might not be reliving the memories consciously, but when they have power influence how you feel and react in the present, then you are reliving those memories on an unconscious level. So the choice is one between having those memories influence you unconsciously or being mindful and aware and lessening or ending their influence. The Nine of Water offers the choice and asks you to make it. You might not have a choice in the memory your mind stores, but you do have a choice as to which ones you invest in emotionally, whether it be a past memory or a new one. Invest those that fill you with love and lightness, and find yourself rising from the depth. Emotional enlightenment is not an easy process. It is also not a spiritual process. It is a healing process. It is the process of making yourself lighter and becoming a lighter by letting go of the heavy emotion we consciously hold onto, and which in turn influence your emotional, physical well-being in the present. Okay, let's move on to your magnetic field. Good Lord. Your magnetic field is the Nine of Swords. For those of you who are new to my channel, let me explain what magnetic field is. Magnetic field is originated in the infinite spirit. There is no escaping magnetic fields. They are all around us. Magnetic field is created by the nerve force energy flowing through the nervous system, which then radiates out from our body. It's like telepathy, and it transmits information. It influences the mood of people around us. If it's negative, they will feel more depressed, angry, and lost. If it's positive, they will feel hopeful, love, joyful, optimistic, etc. Example, let's say someone that always gets thrown a sour lemon and more lemons after that, and they happen to have such an awful experiences that penetrated them in such a traumatic way to a point that anything can easily trigger them. Well, then their magnetic field signals what they are trying to avoid, the more drama. Until then, you need to be mindful of your thoughts. They can reprogram, or you can reprogram your subconscious mind to avoid any negative repetitive situation. If you're not mindful, then there's going to be more of that traumatic event that will continue on with more negative drama. It attracts the wrong kind of people and circumstances. Like attracts like. It has a darkening effect on the consciousness, and it drags down the person into a greater delusions, and that also stimulates their own prenatal bad habits. Well, this reading will let you know what you need to improve on, so that way you can be mindful of your thoughts and perhaps change your perspective and outlook of your situation. Now, the Nine of Swords is a mental anguish and suffering in your field. It's torment, force, and it's the face at the end of relationship following a separation. Your sharp mind is wounded unintentionally. Your field is full of sorrow. Please do adjust it. The last thing you want is to attract the wrong kind of people and the wrong kind of relationships, and the cycle will repeat itself. Alright, please do watch your conscious mind. Okay, the next one is your mission door. Your mission door is the Three of Swords. This little dove, so gentle and pure, falling like untainted snowflake, just as fleeting and delicate, melting on the fires of the earth. This is you. You are the dove, symbol of love. This dove carries the 3 arrows to the clouds into the heavens. Your mission is to find your 2 heads, break free from your prison of flesh, shed it like a winter coat in the spring, and break free from gravity and fly to the heaven from whence you came. Conquering hero, eagle that you are. You are the dove, the seed of the stars. With this heartache, this experience is the rays of light of the divine, sweet heartache. The agent that wounded your heart was a divine gift to begin with. Accepting this divine gifts and energy is accepting a divine soul, my dear one. Alright? Your animal spirit is chameleon spirit. Chameleon is number 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. The chameleon spirit shares her gift with you. Today, prepare yourself to changes that will greatly benefit you. Outer conditions are changing and you are required to come into harmony with them so you can co-create your greatest dream. You guys are feeling sensitive is a good thing because that will come in handy, enabling you to determine how best to adapt your environment and the people in it, while at the same time maintaining your integrity. Your spirit has complete faith in your ability to fit in and learn the lay of the land, adapting as necessary. This is the time to act as if and do as others do until the new ways feel familiar and completely natural. Life is offering you a great lesson now. Adopting isn't about losing yourself. It's about learning how to dance with others. Being sensitive and having empathy to others can become a heavy burden if you don't practice self-care. For the majority of you, your empathic ability is running extremely high. And you guys are feeling stressed the hell out and unaware of you guys tuning into the challenging emotion that aren't even yours. Your spirit does not want you to adapt to this condition by withdrawing or distracting yourself, hoping that the feeling will just go away, or attempting to rescue another who may be having a pity party. You can be swallowed up trying to manage it all. It is time to figure out where you end and the rest of the world begins. Not all conditions are yours to match. You need to distinguish your own from the rest of the world right now. Take time out to soothe your sensitive soul. Choose some activities that will restore your sense of well-being, grounded, and avoid people who reveal in drama. Self-care and time out is the answer to your temporary dilemma. Now, let's talk about your number, alright? 5 is the number of freedom, instability, change, vibration, is active, physical, impulsive, impatient, resourceful, curious, and playful. Drawing the 5 is in the reading suggests excitement, adventure, movement, challenges. It might indicate a roller coaster ride. Sometimes 5 can be too much to handle, especially if you tend to be a quiet, sensitive person. The excitement and changes in your life may seem to be happening too fast, so that you feel you are caught in a whirlwind or a hurricane. 5s are often connected with stress and instability. You might need to slow down a bit and get some perspective before moving ahead. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye.